Bulldogs starting off this game with a kick to the midfield. Boot into the right side, left side. Head out. It was sent through. That will go out of bounds. Nice ball.
Good to see Ethan Miller back on the field after that gruesome arm injury he suffered early in the season.
A fractured ulna, I believe. What I heard.
He's sporting that cast out there right now. Tough kid.
Very tough. I haven't seen him much at practice, but he looks like he's doing quite a fine job. G looks to hit it out for 22. Hit out and Knight's ball once more.
Nice touch from our member Brady Pouch over there. Track.
Will Gerstenberger looks to throw. Oh, has to move back. To Gatlin. Back to the outside. Back to Gatlin. Into the midfield to Cody Winch. The senior this year. On the left defense to Max Reed. Looks to dribble up. Passes through. Quick to the left. Trenton Berghaus hits it through to Bryce Santiago. Tristan Berghaus. Sikeston defense gets the ball back.
Slop. Ooh. Nice little play.
Gerstenberger. Bryce Santiago with the first goal of the night.
And let me just say, what a play by Tristan Stoller. Just let the ball go through his legs to his teammate. And the play was set up from the get-go.
Yeah. It's got to be quick thinking there. You had to really train yourself for those. Sykes hits it back to the midfield. To a defender. Looks to boot up to the left side once more. Looks like Ethan Miller's got it. It's it back to Chad Winch, a senior and a keeper. He hits it far. Paul Gerstenberger looks to settle but couldn't put his foot on it. Back to Ethan Miller. He boots it to the midfield. Couldn't quite get it there. Sikeston recovered, but Farmington's got it back once more. Pass through to Tristan Stoller. He looks up. Couldn't find it. Back to the midfield. Left side, Sikeston intercepts, but Bryce Santiago steals the ball back. Into the midfield to Cole Gerstenberger, but back to the defense.
Solid ball movement.
Very
nice.
solid. They got hard passes. That's got to be quick communication back there with the goalie and the defenders to who's got that. Sikeston looks to throw it in.
Now, one thing I don't see is I don't see Herzog on the field, but I also don't see.
I haven't seen him at practice lately. I don't know where he's been.
I know he's suffering from a leg injury, something that's kind of been nagging with him.
Really? Do you have any idea when this happened?
I'm not sure. I think it's a meniscus thing. Yeah, it's a little tweak, I believe. I've seen him at the old physical therapy office, but haven't inquired into it as much.
Hopefully he gets recovered and back onto the field before the season ends.
They're a key defender for the Knights.
True.
I believe they pulled back Cody Winch for tonight's game.
He's been playing upwards more. Looking to settle. Oh, Knights throws it in. Bryce Santiago heads it back in. Cole Gerstenberger. Pass to Bryce Santiago. And TJ Smugal looks through. Sikeston recovers, but Bryce pressures.
Speaking of Bryce Santiago, 18th goal of the year. Little off pace from last season's crazy campaign by the now senior.
Crazy. I think, if I'm correct, Bryce Santiago had the record goals for, I think it was a junior. Maybe.
I do not doubt that.
There were lots scored. Our North County game, he actually scored a bicycle kick. It was very, very intense. That game was.
certainly remember the bicycle kick he had in club ball, I believe his freshman year, that made it all the way to Bleacher Report's Instagram page.
I do remember that. Schoenberg has hit back to the defense. Sikeston hits it out. Farmers the ball. Schoenberg has looks to throw. Small throw to Gatlin Roberts. Looks back to his defense. Switches it to the midfield. Chase Scullahar looks to settle. Looking for a through ball. He's got it to TJ Smagala. Oh. Intercepted pass. Sikeston into the midfield. They dribble. Tristan Styler stops it, but Sikeston recovers once more. Chad Sylvie grabs the ball, boots it all the way down. Tristan Styler's got some feet.
Tristan Styler showcasing the speed. You'd be hard pressed to find a faster player. I'm gonna say in the state. Tristan Styler.
He's very quick. I don't know how he should ever train for that.
I had the privilege of playing contact football with him starting out in second grade, and he's been fast ever since then.
I could not imagine how fast he'd be there. And then an increase in speed here. Sexton defense looks to put it out. Bryce Sansegraff really puts pressure on there.
Lexington seems a little overwhelmed on the back end so far in this game, as Farmington's attack is really pressing up and trying to force turnovers on their third of the field.
Very true. Gallon Roberts looks to Ethan Miller for a small pass. Into the midfield to Cole Gershenberger. Small pass back. Back to Cole Gershenberger. Into Bryce Sansegraff for a shot. Oh. Tristan Styler for... Oh! What? Oh. What a header by Cole Gershenberger. Missed goal, though. Very close.
I believe it's Clark Stewart in goal for the Sikeston Bulldogs.
He's a tall person. Yeah, I would say that.
I believe Gallon Roberts assisted Bryce Sansegraff on his goal, and that puts Gallon Roberts in sole lead of the assists on this Farmington Knights team with 10 of those things.
Really? 10?
Him and Tristan Styler were duking it out for the lead.
Referee stops the ball in play. Back to the defense of the Knights. Back to the goalkeeper.
Gallon Roberts holds a tight assist fees over Tristan Styler's 9.
That could easily be changed in one game. Bryce Sansegraff deflected the ball by Sikeston's defense to Tristan Stotler. He's going to run with it. Will we get a shot off? Oh, Bryce Sansegraff. Oh, quick one. Missed the ball.
Way to use the legs by Clark Stewart out there at goal. Looks like Bryce Sansegraff went for the 5-hole.
That's going to be a throw in, but from the corner. It's going to be a hard one. Tristan Stotler hit the ball into the midfield, but Sexton. Oh, no. Gallon Roberts actually gets there. G. Smagala could not make it, and the goalkeeper saves it.
That would make 148 saves on the season by Clark Stewart.
Quite a few. That would be a foul on Chase Scullahar. Hands on the back. TJ Smagala looks to settle. Pass out to the outside. Ethan Miller with the cast. You can see that thing flailing. Pass to Gallon Roberts in the middle. Oh, back out to the left side. Alright, Sansegraff settles. Looks for a pass in the middle. Defender Max Reed gets it. He looks up. Down the line. Trent Burkhouse could not make it. That is Sexton's ball.
I want to apologize earlier. Misha had Sikeston's record at 9-11. According to their school website, they are 8-7 on the year. I was kind of wondering how they already got 20 games in this season and Farmington only had 12.
That would be a big differential. Yeah, Roberts settles. Good pass to Cole Grishenberger. Out to Ethan Miller on the side. Back to Cole Grishenberger. Looks to Gallon Roberts. He looks to settle with his left. Into Bryce Santiago. Out to Gallon once more. To Bryce again. Tristan, will he get a shot off? Oh, almost. Goalkeeper saved it with a knee.
And man, Stewart in goal really using his legs whenever the Knights try to go on the ground for the shot.
Bryce Santiago looks to throw it in. He's got a good throw on him, I would say. Backs up. Hit that. Nope. Could not get that. Sikeston recovers, hits it into the middle. Max Reed settles it. Sikeston gets it back. They hit to the middle and they hit through the defense. That's the first time it's happened. Chad Sylvie hits it out.
To highlight Max Reed, when we talk about up the middle, Max Reed is a physical, tough defender there at sweeper. Just really patrols the middle. Anything going over his head, he's gonna make sure he gets there.
They'll be out of bounds. Ninth ball. I couldn't help but notice on the bench, Cliff Roberts is coming to assist in coaching. We've got Ade Rique and Rusty Santagra coaching this season.
Good old Roy Northern over there behind the bench. Shout out Mr. Northern.
Make sure everything stays right. Max Reed looks to Tristan Stotler. He's going to dribble all the way to the 30. Pass to Gold Gershenberger. Could not get it. Sikeston hits it out, but Gallon Roberts recovers.
Gallon Roberts acting as sort of the pseudo point guard team to there.
Sikeston boots it into the 18. Chad Sylvie will put his hands on it. Quick throw to Max Reed. He's got lots of space. Sikeston forwards coming up. Looks to Cole Gershenberger. Quick pass. Tristan Stotler into Gatlin back. And then through to Bryce Santagra. He dribbles. The middle. Pass to Tristan Stotler. To Cole Gershenberger. A flick up. Sikeston defense will kick it out, and that will be a throw-in.
Yeah, Gallon Roberts generates a lot of assists and a lot of passes. Does have some turnovers, but his turnover to assist ratio, I imagine, or his assist to turnover ratio rather, is quite high, I imagine.
Tristan Stotler hits it to Bryce Santagra. He hits it back. Quick passes, but it will be also. Bryce Santagra looks to have a huge throw here. Got a quiet run up. His throw was like corner kicks. With that compared.
I believe he was going for the favorite target, Gershenberger.
Gallon Roberts hits it back out to Max Reed. On the other side to Chase Gallagher. Chase Gallagher's been playing defense recently this season. Last year, he actually played in a forward position, so it must have been a hard change for him.
Seems as if he's adapted well, though.
Very true.
Their team needs a utility man.
Santagra tries to save it on the goal line, but could not do it. It will be a goal kick.
Garrett, as this game goes on, it's only a matter of time before the Knights are able to find a couple balls in the back of the net, as they're being really aggressive and just some unfortunate things going their way. Some solid plays.
Sikeston forwards are actually moving up a little bit, as I've noticed. They look to pressure the goalie. He doesn't have as much time as he used to. Trent Berghaus has a settle. Sikeston defense could not get it. Now, Gallon Roberts hits it out to Chase Gallagher. into Cody Winch. Oh, bad pass. What a shot. Just up.
Are they gonna say that was tipped by Sylvie?
It did not look like it.
I never saw the ball change directions or any change of spin.
I just saw it curve. That will be a corner kick for Sikeston.
Wow.
Hopefully Chad Silby can recover.
Simply just a mistake on Winch's part.
Surely they get back from that. Corner kick is up. Sikeston couldn't put a head on it. Ethan Miller looks to save the ball and hit it out, but Sikeston has their backs on it. They backheel it. Farmington recovers. Chase Gallagher looked to pass, but Sikeston intercept. Nobody can really get it out of there. Staying down.
No, simply from a glance, we don't have a roster up here in the booth, but simply from a glance, the faces on the field for Sikeston, they look like a very young team.
I'd say so as myself. But Farmington as well, they don't have too many younger players. They keep them on the junior varsity team.
They're quite veteran.
Very true. We've got, I believe, 8 seniors this year. Christian Styler saves the ball with the speed. Looks to be contested in Bryce Santiago. Well, that was a close one. Boy looked right on the line. Boots it up. Cole Gershenberger hits it on the head.
He's used to using that in the box.
That's gotta hurt though, from a goalie's perspective. They're having a little head battle there.
With Ethan Miller coming back to the team, I'd say that really brings some much needed depth to the Farmington Knights.
Pass to Bryce Santiago. In the leg. Gatler Roberts gets it out to Cole Gershenberger, who puts it tries to get it to Tristan Tyler, but intercepted. Farmington recovers again. Max Reed into the midfield to Bryce Santiago. Playing a little lower than usual. Galen Roberts into TJ Smagala. Could not get it. That would be a goal kick.
Yes, back with Ethan Miller and the much needed depth issue with Farmington. Whenever you come to, whenever you have a town like Farmington that's much more football heavy, basketball heavy, baseball, not so much focus on soccer. Depth is everything. You know, you've seen many teams in years past who, are running 12, 13 deep. Now Farmington has some options with Miller back on the field.
Very true. And Farmington is truly a school that does focus on the football, basketball, and other sports. I don't see soccer as much on the headlines as I do football.
It's just circumstances of coming from a rural town.
Very true. Recently, Farmington has gained a swim team this season. It was their first.
I'll tell you what, for the lack of soccer players we do have in Farmington, I know we do have a future. We have a few young teams out there.
A few younger players are coming in soon. Oh, wow. Bryce Santiago with a shot saved by the goalkeeper, but couldn't handle it. It was hit on his legs.
Well, for as many times as they've tried to, so to speak, nutmeg the keeper, that one was not intentional.
Everybody thought that was saved. Guess they were wrong. 2-0 Farmington Knights.
19 goals by Santiago on the season.
Galen Roberts looks to dribble up to Bryce Santiago in the middle. He looks to get it to Galen Roberts. What a great pass. Will he have the shot? Oh, that was a foul. And still made it. Galen Roberts. What a man. He just went straight through.
Galen Roberts simply just flexed on the Sikeston defense.
Very true. They pulled his jersey back and he said no.
He said, and one.
Speaking of and one, basketball season and basketball tryouts are coming up soon, correct?
Right. Up at the end of the month, I believe.
And you said you play varsity, right?
Yes, sir.
Your leg is what happened to your leg actually?
I actually suffered what we call a Jones fracture in week 4 of the football season. Taking it week by week, re-examining. Not out of the cast any time. Depends on how I.
That does sound rough. Hopefully we get you back for basketball season just in time.
Oh, I certainly plan on it.
What position do you play on basketball?
Past 3 years, I have started at the 4, power forward, played a little bit of 5, played a little bit. This year, I believe I will be making a start at the small forward with the acquisition of Cole Gerstenberger coming to Farmington. He knocks somebody off the ball 3 times, actually.
He still dribbles through. Looks to pass it, could not connect. He hits it to the other side to Ethan Miller. Could not save it. He tries to head it in, but couldn't quite make it. It'll be Sikeston's ball.
I think that just showcases just how much power Gerstenberger is in that little sequence. I mean, muscled 3 Sikeston players off the ball, maintained his dribble, shows the power with his leg as he overplayed Ethan Miller on the other side. Back heel. What a play by Sikeston.
They try to hit it in, but could not connect. Chad Sylvie saves it. What a throw out to Tristan Stotler. He looks to dribble. He's got speed. Sexton defense. Hits it out. Gallon Roberts settles. Pass to Bryce Montegra.
One of the cons about Tristan Stotler's tee is he just gets that ball so far out in front of him. Susceptible to some defenses.
Gallon Roberts hits it right through. That's a foul, finally.
Ball. To reiterate with Farmington's upcoming in the talent, I know they have some talent in the younger ranks, middle school and younger level, but at the current level, for the lack of players we have, we certainly have some talent on the team, to say the least.
Trenton Berghaus settles it back to Max Reed. Gets it back to Cody Winch. Hopefully he can get a good pass this one. And he does back to Max Reed on the defensive line. He dribbles up.
Must give credit to Cody Winch though. Not playing in his normal, having to step up nights. Take that back.
Bryce Montegra to half. Cole Gerstenberger out to the left side to Trenton Berghaus. He hits it to Tristan Stotler.
It looks like Max Reed has been playing more on the left side.
Usually he plays a center mid. Or not a center mid, my bad. Hey. Wow. That was a very obvious hold, a late call. That will be in the box for a PK, I believe. Direct or direct? We are awaiting a call.
Yellow card is issued.
Sexton Bulldogs number 20. Looks to be an indirect kick. And a 3-man wall shows up. 4-man wall. If I were on the opposite team, I'd be afraid. Bryce Montegra's got a cannon.
I'd love to see how Stewart is leaving that right up 90 wide open.
Substitute for Sikeston comes right in.
Stewart's directing his wall to the right. Let's see if they're up for there.
Something's going on here. I cannot tell what.
I've said it a couple of times, but if I was Bryce Sims, I'd be eyeing up that right up 90, especially since he has Gerstenberger sealing off the wall.
Tristan Stellar runs over, same as Gallon. Passes to G. Could not make it. Chase Gallagher looks to recover it. Sikeston intercepts it and gets his dribbling into the midfield. They look out to the outside. Bryce Santagrass saves it on the defensive line. I swear we just saw him up there. Just a Stellar into the left corner. Trenton Berghaus on the right side. Alan Roberts into the middle, out to Cole Gerstenberger. Why? Keith Miller. Back into Cole Gerstenberger. They are swinging the ball around. Bryce Santagrass up top. Trenton Berghaus. Alan Roberts again. They look to swing it now. Chase Gallagher settles. Looks for a pass to Ethan Miller. Back to Chase Gallagher. To Cody Winch. The left side. Stoller hits back to Alan Roberts. Very quick one-touch passes. Trenton Berghaus couldn't put his foot on it. LV Sikeston's throwing.
Going back to that free kick, the night that right outside the box, I really did not agree with the set piece that they instituted there. You have a scorer and a marksman of Bryce Santagrass' caliber right outside the box. I feel as if the majority of the time you should be going in guns a-blazing and going for goal. Well, was not the case on that.
Back up to Chase Gallagher. Seeming to have a couple good settles here. Back into the middle to Cody Winch. Turn past to Max Reed on the left. Into the middle. Tristan Styler looks to dribble. And Bryce Santagrass into the corner. Oh, wow. A nutmeg. Cole Gerstenberger has a shot.
Oh, wow.
Goalkeeper blocks it.
It was really lucky that spin did not reverse back into the goal. Sylvian goal looking for his second straight shutout of the year, third to the season.
Ooh. By Cole Gerstenberger couldn't make it.
Sylvie, look at this. Save percentage. Allowing 7 goals.
That's quite surprising.
Lucky for him, I believe the Knights scored at a higher rate.
Butler. Have a note, Bryce Santagrass. Good communication to the nine. Gallon Roberts back in. And Gallon Roberts gets it again. What a shot. Blocked by the. There's a Styler looks to have a shot.
Have a rip.
Couldn't quite make it. Chase Gallagher looking for the ball in. Gallo settles it. Ball back defense into the middle of Bryce Sonnegrove. Turns in. Past the defense. What a shot. Could not quite make it. Berghaus looks to steal it. Hits it over. Pass it into the middle. Sexton steals and hits it into the side. Ethan Miller looks to settle but can't quite do it. Yes, he can. Persistence is key here. Dollar looks to have it again.
And to go back earlier in that sequence, Bryce Anscroft mesmerizing, moving his hips very quickly, weave between Sikeston defenders. Work of art.
Tony Winch boots it out into the air. That looks like it hurt. Sexton defense recovers. Bryce Anscroft couldn't quite put a foot on it. Out to the right side. Tristan Stotler, the block. That'll be a Sexton throw-in.
Where the very sleek, slick, all black uniform. Like reflecting because none of their football team is the only school that wears Adidas. Like sporting Under Armour. As do the majority of their sport.
I have not noticed that. Tristan Stotler looks. Pass to Bryce Anscroft behind the defense. Oh, too much of a touch. Couldn't quite make it. Used to be a goal kick.
Yeah, I think Bryce Anscroft just ran out of options. Box. Got a little indecisive. Where really to go.
Max Reed back. Well, the defense 31 shot. Chase Galahar. Puts it into the middle of the Gala. Sounds like with the left foot, but it goes into the right. Oh. Then into the middle, but the goalkeeper save it.
Seems like there was a little dislocation there as DJ really put a good through ball through. Just the problem was nobody was there to receive it.
Burger settles. Bryce Anscroft tries, but could not succeed there. Sexton defense boots it into the middle. What a header by Cody White out to the field. Stoller covers back to go to Cole Gerstenberger. Gallon Roberts looks to maybe have a shot. Dribbles in. Cole Gerstenberger couldn't put a foot on it. Sexton recovers. Down to the middle again. Like Max Reed will save that. Out to the side to just Trenton Berghaus. Back to Max. Back to Chad Sylvie. I'd really like to go back to Chad.
Get the defense rotating with rather the Sexton attack.
Matt Roberts tries to save it with his attack, but could not.
Look, cool play there by the junior. X3 strong.
Stoller dribble it into the midfield. Ball is clearly stopped. Passes out to the left side to Bryce Anscroft. We have a shot. Looks for a pass. Gallon Roberts again. Back to Stoller. Cole Gerstenberger in the middle. Gallon Roberts looks to Bryce Anscroft once again. Stoller back to Bryce. Back to the defensive line. Back up into the midfield. And Roberts got it. Miller. Back. A touch to Ethan Miller by Cole Grisham. I think Hughes Bell will run with it. Through the corner, looks for a cross. Good night, make it. Goalkeeper saves it.
Clark Stewart looks like he's had a little bit of trouble with his hands throughout the night. Nice catch there, though. Sikeston mother is at that. The Sikeston defense finds Bryce Sansegrow no matter where he is on the field. And honestly, I can't blame her.
Let's cook on his feet. He can get anywhere. Got him. Earlier we saw him on the peak there. Get from right there to the defense. Bryce rip at a shot. Couldn't quite make it to the goal.
Also on the bench for the Knights, quick shout-outs to Aaron Baker, the soccer physical therapist out of Farmington Sports Rehab, Cole Lawrence, the honorary manager.
That's going to be a foul from the goal kick on a Cole Grischenberger. Jumped right over that Sikeston Bulldog. And attempts to head it. Couldn't quite make it.
As the course of the season has come along, just looking at Cole Gerstenberger compared to the rest of the soccer opponents, he's just such a large figure, larger than everybody else.
First Sansegrow looks to the past the defense, but that will be an offside, it appears. Sikeston defense. It's going to be another foul, but on Gatlin Roberts for pushing the Sikeston Bulldog. 2. I can hear from the bench, Adelrique commanding the defensive line to move up.
I'm sure you can pick up that accent a lot better than I can.
Takes time. Miguel looks to play the ball up. First, Sansegrow. Ball back in the midfield to Gatlin Roberts. Back to Tristan Stoutler.
Halo, a former professional player, actually appeared in a World Cup for Trinidad and Tobago.
Who?
Coach Adi.
Really?
What is the formal pronunciation of his last name?
Rique, I believe.
Rique. My first coach. Yeah. He also played at Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. Now walked into this Farmington program and has already had immediate success with the boys.
Doing quite a good job coaching us. Very productive.
Well, certainly he has.
Not without the assistance of Rusty Sansegrow and Cliff Roberts.
Also, Ross Wolfert in years past.
I believe he's taking a couple of years off to finish off schooling. But that doesn't stop him from coming to a couple of games and helping out with some practice.
No doubt.
Ethan Miller looks for a backspin, dribbles up. Bryce Sansegrow. A little miscommunication there. Max Reed, he's playing up a little bit. Oh, Max.
Max Reed going for goal right here.
That is a goal by the defender. Wow. That's a rare see.
And now I think Farmington is just toying with the Sikeston Bulldogs out there on the field.
4 minutes left in this half. It's 4-0. Not much else they can do unless they want to mercy rule these guys. That'd be quite a difficult accomplishment to achieve.
I'm not mistaken, that is Max's first goal of the season.
I believe you're right.
So that would be Tristan's 10th assist of the season, and that will put him back in a
Tie with Gatlin Roberts?
yes, sir.
Passes it up. Tristan Stahler. Fakes it, dribbles up now. Quick feet. Cole Gershenberger looks to pass it to Bryce Santigra.
And the crazy thing is that is not even Tristan Stahler's full speed.
Oh, wow.
A little too much mustard on that cross. That DJ. But back to Riquet. He just as a professional player, that's just knowledge that he's putting on a team that can't be matched by a whole lot of other programs.
Max Reed heads to the goal. Kick. Looks like the second flop attempt for a foul. Could not put it on. It'll be ninth ball out of bounds.
Sloppy sequence there.
Gershenberger has looked to throw it in. Left to Tristan Stahler and back out to Tristan. That'll be a Sikeston ball. So,
Couple of sloppy sequences here. Nearing the end of the half, up 4-0. Focus starts the waiver for both teams.
Gershenberger in the middle. Looks out to Tristan Stahler. Gets past him. Bryce Santigra wasn't looking. Sexton defense regains it. Looks to dribble up. Down Roberts saves it, but nope. Defense gets it back. Okay, Skalahar. Side. Nope, in the middle. Back to Cody Winch. Roberts dribbles and passes to Ethan Miller. But back to Gallon Roberts. Looking for more space. Bryce Santigra looks to dribble through the defense. They get a shot off. Passes out to Ethan Miller. Or pass to Gallon Roberts. Dribble through the guy. Defense stops it, but not completely. East McGowan looks to run for it. Oh, wow. What a collision. Oh, yeah, hits it in. Looking for a cross, but it was more like a pass, and the goalkeeper just snagged it.
I was sort of surprised that the ref let that one play on. After DJ had a running start at that defender and simply almost knocked him over. But I believe the ref would call that incidental.
I think it was because they regained the possession of it. Never know, though. 1 minute left in this half. I think Farmington's just passing it around now.
I've certainly seen some questionable calls on this field.
Oh, pass through the defense. Will that be a shot? Nope. Farmington defense recovers. Cody Winch looks to run for it.
I do not believe Sikeston has a shot on goal to get this game.
Oh, Gershenberger boots it out. Wow. Bryce Santigra looks to have it. Oh, could not put his foot on it. Cole Gershenberger gets a shot off here. Does not look like he can do it. Bryce Santigra. Back to Cole Gershenberger. Oh, through the defense and a beautiful hit by Bryce into the right corner of the goal.
Clark Stewart can't believe it, but this Farmington team is simply too talented. And I believe that makes a hat trick for Bryce Santigra, unless I am unable to count.
That is 5-0. Farmington Knights. Could we get a shutout? Maybe early.
Chad Sylvie certainly hopes so. Five seconds left in the game. Or, excuse me, the first half. And frankly, Sikeston already looks defeated.
Sikeston does not look happy, that's for sure. At the half, we have 5-0 for Farmington Knights. We're going to now take our break.
And we'll welcome back to Cal Memorial Stadium at Jack Field. As for Farmington Knights have a 5-0 advantage over the visiting Sikeston Bulldogs. A total dominant performance as we have become accustomed to see this season with Farmington. They're just opponents. Farmington, double-digit goals, shots on goals. Sikeston with 0. They had a close one in the middle of the first half with the ball being powered right over the crossbar. But other than that, not a whole lot going for Sikeston on either ends of the field. And it looks like the teams are ready to walk back on the field after some discussion at halftime. And we'll welcome back Garrett Sheets, your play-by-play announcer.
Good afternoon, we are back. Looks like Bryce Santigra and Tristan Style were playing rock, paper, scissors to see who kicked off the ball. Be Bryce Santigra. We have switched sides. Looks like Cody Witch has got the ball in the middle of the defense. Max Reed on the far side.
As of September 27th, your farm are ranked 8th in the Class 3 state ranking.
That's not a bad rank at all. Out of what?
I'm not sure. Class 3, a little more research, see how many teams there are. Class 3, but certainly a competitive class. Bryce Santigra on a hustle back to his forward position.
Like we said earlier, he can get to any position he needs to be in just a second. Be a cross. Oh, stopped by the Sikeston defense.
One thing I really noticed about Bryce Santigra, you saw last year, he would at times had a tendency to kind of force some shots. This year, though, it seems a lot more looking for the extra pass, looking for the best shot they can. At that opportunity right there, that's something last year Bryce Santigra would have certainly tried to put on net.
Bryce Santigra, I feel like he focused more on his shots last season. Sikeston Bulldogs hit it out. Be a throw-in for the Knights. Sikeston looks like they're easing up a little bit, walking around the field. TJ Spagala in the. Oh, what a backspin. Shot deflected. Captured by.
Total of 64 teams in Class 3, by the way.
Oh, wow. Eighth, good. 8 times higher. That Sylvie looks to be on his toes the entire time. I've seen him hit with his left and his right. Hard to tell which foot he's dominant with. Allen settles the pass. Air. Looks to pass it. But Sexton defense, they look to dribble up, but Allen's got something to say about it. Hits the ball out and it's Sexton's ball.
Tonight's only 3 losses this year have come to Class 4 Jack, Class 4 to Smet. Both away games, and then their lone Class 3 loss is at home to Webster Groves, who is a possible quarterfinal opponent. So a very feasible path for the Knights going into the quarterfinals, but that is where the more St. Louis-oriented schools come into play.
But I've heard about Webster Groves. They're a very educated team about soccer. I believe it's a private school, actually.
It is public.
Oh, it's public. Right.
It's just a very wide array of kids to choose from. Soccer is much more the bigger focus in our more highly populated areas.
Soccer is world renowned, anyways. There should be multiple options.
There's evident USA is slacking, so to speak, in the football department compared to other countries.
Much less than like Europe and England.
Oh, for sure.
That will be goal for Sikeston. Just in. Chet Sylvie's not happy about that. Hopefully they can regain it. That will be 5-1. Farmington Knight.
I guess the commentator jinx is real, as we were just talking about. Chet Sylvie looking for that clean sheet.
I assume. That'll be the second time Farmington has started with the ball this time. We're starting the half.
In the second.
Like Bryce, Sonatigra, and Tristan Styler will be playing rock, paper, scissors for this one.
Alfonso Vera getting his 8th goal of the year. Leads Sikeston in goals.
Max Reed looks for a pass with the ball. He's got 2 defenders on him. Somehow gets it out. Down the line to Tristan Stotler. Into Gallon Roberts in the middle. Ooh. Little look to the other side there. Back to Max Reed. Back to Gallon Roberts. Cody Winch looking to settle. Max Reed's got it. Gallon Roberts looks to the middle to go Cole Greshenberger. He looks to send it to the side where Bryce Sansegraw is ready to pounce. What a shot!
Man.
Sauce is right through the defense.
That'll be the 4th goal of the night for Mr. Sansegraw.
That'll be Cole Greshenberger's 2nd assist, I believe. How many assists is he at?
Check it out right now. That would be his 8th.
Like he's coming up close to Tristan Styler and Gallon Roberts.
Well, unless that was unless that was his first assist of the night. I'd love to get stats if we had the room on the table. Bryce Hosgar coming into this game, 17 goals, boosted that number to 21. Nice though. Solid performance.
Ethan is really trying there. Could not put his foot on it though. It's Sikeston's ball. Throws it into Alfonso Vera for a second goal. Couldn't put his foot on it. That'll be a goal kick.
Knights a couple weekends ago. Very impressive victory over Priory out of St. Louis, who was number 2, was the second-ranked team in Class 3 at the time being.
Priory's a very soccer-educated school, I'd say. They were very tactical, got lots of skill, future into them.
That's cool. Certainly Pride.
Santiago looks to settle. Oh, they've got his hands all over him. Oh, wow. That's a trip in the box.
I think they're going to give it to him right outside of it.
Once again, a 4-man wall slung up by Sikeston. They are really backing up for this one.
As Bryce Santiago remains in the game and, sort of controls the ball and just, makes mincemeat of the Sikeston defense, you start to wonder as they get frustrated, will they become a little chippy? At that point, you have to worry about Bryce's health.
Gallo run over the ball once again. Bryce takes a shot, but couldn't quite find it. That'll be a corner kick for the Knights.
If you're watching this on stream, friendly reminder to, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Channel. And then hit the notifications button to get all alerts. Our events as they are posted up online.
You'll see every basketball game, soccer game, football game, update. Watch it live on the stream. This McGowan looks in. Oh, wow. What a shot. Couldn't quite get it.
I'm going to be really honest with you. Gallon Roberts from the booth showcasing some serious speed. I mistook him for Tristan Stotler at first.
Both are very quick on their toes at all times. Gallon Roberts quite skilled with his footwork.
Certainly.
Hasn't showed off too much yet. There could be some to come.
Let's play that.
Well, Urschenberger looks at the Bryce Santiago into CJ Spagala. Into Bryce Santiago into the corner. Oh, intercepted by Sikeston defense. Oh, that will be a foul.
And not intentional there by Urschenberger, but simply just so much more stronger. The physical nature of him certainly gets him a couple of fouls.
The big guy. Couldn't help it. I believe he sits at 6 something.
6'5", 6'6", somewhere around that area.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Not a rail by any means.
Bryce Santiago looks to dribble into the middle, out for a give and go to the corner. Stopped by a defense. That's gotta hurt. I'm sure most of these teams know about Bryce Santiago. They're fully prepared for what's to come in these games. I'd hope.
Well, if you don't know about Bryce Santiago in the world of Missouri high school soccer, you must be living under a rock, in my opinion.
True. At least hear something. believe at the Jackson game, he actually got ejected. A red card, not to play in the game after that.
Simply a soft red too, from what I've heard. No real rhyme or reason as to why he deserved those 2 yellow cards.
Beats me. Apparently, he was mouthing off to the referees, saying things that apparently weren't said. But he said, and I quote, "Where is the advantage to a foul in the box on them?" The referee ejected him, and he actually said that the referee had cursed him out.
But yet the ref was complaining about Bryce's tone of voice, so to speak.
That's not something you hear quite often. He's a very, what's the word? Lenient person on those.
Yeah.
I'd say so. I believe that's his first red card, and maybe his only red card this season.
Oh, certainly. I believe it was the only red card of the whole team.
I wish I could say that, but actually, a junior varsity player, Trey McKinney, actually got a red card in the game against Jackson as well.
Huh.
The goalkeeper blocked their shot, and they hit it back, and he slapped the ball out with his hand.
Wow.
Ejected and couldn't play the next game. In fact, we tied that game, actually. So we saw it as a good luck factor. We still needed him.
Well, to put it softly, Jackson is a tough place to play.
Very true. I believe they got a new field to play on, actually. Shouldn't be too terrible.
Yeah, on the gridiron, they've installed turf. Looks very nice. I will admit.
I'd say I've seen a better red logo like that. Oh, that'll be a goal.
Will Max Reed get credit for that one? Because if so, that'll be the second goal of the night. But they may call it an own goal.
Maxwell has got his second goal this game and season. Very surprising from a central back originally. I would not have seen this at all.
Think he's going to go for the old hat trick?
I would hope so. That'd be quite a sight. 7-1, Farmington Knights. Sikeston's got the ball at the midfield now. A little miscommunication on their passes there. Defense still holds him. Farmington doesn't look the pressure as they're got quite an advantage. But Cody Winch had to guarded by maybe a smaller forward. People in the stands are, I hear yelling. Looks like Tristan Stoller's going. Only to be intercepted by a Sikeston defender.
Back on the topic of Jackson's football stadium experience, that is one of the best high school football atmospheres you will find in the state. Closed-in stadium, the fans are adamant, they show out for every game, packed house. It's certainly difficult to keep your head in that kind of environment, especially since we had to play them on homecoming this year.
Huh. We played them for homecoming?
Yeah, well, their homecoming.
Oh. Did we win that game, actually?
We did not. We, put it bluntly, we got smacked 49-0.
Ooh. At least we got to bounce back to our homecoming against Sikeston. Playing an event, we beat Sikeston at homecoming, and maybe we can beat him here.
And
like I said earlier, it looks like we're smacking them.
Jackson football team ranked 4th in Class 5 football.
Not that keen on football terms, but it does sound very good.
Since there are less soccer teams in the state, soccer is reserved to 4 classes. Football has 6.
Ooh. I would imagine that highest is. For soccer, it would be number 4, and highest for football would be number 6.
Indeed, I think every year, Class 6 gets reclassified, while the other classes get classified twice. But football, the high schools, the 32 high schools with the highest high school enrollment get put in Class 6, and you do adjust for private schools as they do not have as many kids, but they inflate their numbers for recruiting purposes, as they are able to have kids that are not in a certain district.
It's like a very easy system to remember, I'd hope at least.
I believe it is the same for soccer as well.
Birds
Ooh.
are flying over the stadium. Hopefully none get hurt. Owen Beckett looks to rebound the ball and get a score. JV player comes up for the varsity game.
Yeah, it's certainly time to decide, do you want to shut this game out quick, or do you want to look for the future, get some of your younger players some experience?
I've had the privilege of playing with Owen Beckett, and he's quite skilled in footwork and technicality. He knows what he's doing. He's been playing for quite some time, at least since he was 7. He's always had a future set in him in soccer, but who knows what he's got coming up for him.
He's going to make a run as we speak.
Hopefully, I'd like to see Owen Beckett score. That'd be quite a sight. Oh, he was looking back there, turn around. That would have been beautiful.
I believe Gerstenberger was looking for him on that. Just didn't line up correctly.
Owen Beckett actually deflects a pass, and a second, too. He looks for a run. Oh, wow.
And the field...
Gerstenberger looks for a hit, but looks into the field goal instead of the soccer goal.
Well, I can certainly say the field goal is good. I'm perplexed. Sikeston looks as if on the defensive side, they are leaving the middle wide open when the Knights bring it wide. And as we've mentioned before, the Knights have so much playmaking up the middle. That's just a recipe for disaster. Tomorrow night, the girls volleyball team will have their senior night going up against the Fredericktown Black Cats. You can watch that live on YouTube or come out and watch it live yourself at Black Knight Fieldhouse, 7 o'clock.
You know what time the other games play? Like maybe JV or
JV and freshmen. If both teams are playing, they'll play at the same time at 6 o'clock.
Do they combine the teams?
No, they will. As Bryce Sansagar makes this run,
Goalkeeper saves it.
they will actually go sideways, and they will use both of the side courts to play. They'll tape off lines and get those two games going at the same time.
It's actually quite interesting how they would do that. Not many sports do that.
I believe the reasoning is to keep everything on a tight schedule, as volleyball has no time limit, so it really could go on for really ever if it really had to.
It's a good thing they limit only to 3 sets.
Indeed. If you've ever caught a college volleyball game on TV, those things go 5, and
Ooh, that must be long.
you must love volleyball to watch those.
You'd only have to win 3 sets. That doesn't sound like a complicated task to say. Put it in effort. It's quite a challenge.
Certainly test your stamina.
And how long you can keep your eyes open.
a bit confused as Tyson was looking for a handball on Chase Gallagher, but it looked like it hit him square in the back.
Actually, passes it to Owen Beckett. He settles and passes, looks to Tristan Statler, but I don't think he was paying attention. Galen Roberts recovers the Sikeston send. Owen Beckett with a quick one-touch pass to Tristan Statler in the middle. Little spin move there. Back to Cole Gershenberger.
Well, 360 by Tristan Statler. Showcasing the aerodynamics.
Galen Roberts might get a goal here. Looking for a cross.
He's got Owen Beckett in the box.
I don't think they were looking for him, though. Hopefully they do. He's covered by quite a few defenders. Owen's got a good pass.
Oh,
Owen looks to recover that from the post. Looks like he's got it.
it's a great muscle off the ball by Owen.
Rice has a rip at it. Could not connect with the back of the net.
Looks like it got deflected off of a Sikeston defender. Knights doing a little bit of ball movement in a small area. Looking to spread it out now. Misplay by Chase Gallagher. Looking for Tristan Statler on the wide side. As I venture around looking at high school stadiums around the state, I believe we are very blessed with the one we have, as it is quite larger and a much nicer facility and visually beautiful than the majority of stadiums that I've been to.
It is very beautiful indeed. I like it how they actually combine soccer and football. Just extend the lines.
Indeed.
They make it work.
Whereas in Sikeston and Jackson, the soccer teams play on separate fields as the football. Ours Knights are just pulling out the spin moves. They're hitting the B button, so to speak.
Galen Roberts looks to G. Oh, could he score? Oh, wow, what a score with a slide. That'll make it 8-1, Farmington Knights.
Valiant effort by Gershenberger, and he's gonna lay down and assess the situation after he scores that goal.
That'll be Galen Roberts' 11th assist, putting him up above Tristan Statler.
Look for Tristan Statler to remain competitive and try to squeak one or maybe even two out before the night closes.
It looks, if I look down at the bench, looks like Alejo Abdallah looks to be warming up for the goalie position. Sub out Chad. Alejo Abdallah is actually the JV goalkeeper. He does quite an excellent job, I'd say. Knows how to communicate well.
Varsity experience will only make him better as a player and prep him for varsity time next year, actually, as Chad Slippy's a senior.
Look, Sikeston, the goal there. Could not quite make it. It is out of bounds. Honestly, I cannot wait to see Alejo Abdallah getting the goal here. As soon as he warms up, he'll be out there, I would imagine. He could really use the minutes. Oh, looks like Farmington could not settle it. That'll be a throw-in for Sikeston. Max Reed to toss the ball up on the defender, but he's actually sent it to Owen Beckett. Could not put his foot on it. But Ethan Miller looks up to rebound. Get Owen a goal or an assist.
I'm surprised about that. We haven't seen Martin Guerrero in the game.
His situation is kind of confusing. He missed a practice and he played in the JV game, but not in the varsity game. It was very surprising. As much as I'd like to see Martin Guerrero play, he just couldn't make it. Like T.J. Smigala's got the ball on the far side here.
Well, if there was a game for him to miss, it would be commanding one like this one.
Usually he scores a couple goals almost every game.
A nice piece out there on the outside part, the wide side of the field.
He's a very aggressive player, knows how to handle the defenders.
Sneaky quick feet too. Some speed on him.
Seems to be a foul here on Farmington. That'll be a Sikeston kick at the 40-yard line. Sikeston actually looks to be subbing in their extra keeper as well. Alejo Abdallah on the other side, that substitution line. They both look to get in.
If I'm not mistaken, we saw number 20 come out of the game in the first half.
Might be good to see him back in the game.
The thing was, he was playing defender at that time.
T.J. Smigala looks to settle, but couldn't quite find it. Gains it, and now Sikeston scored, looks to grab another one. Chad Sylvie almost had a beautiful save, but it went out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick.
And I believe we'll see Alejo come to the game for the first time on the night. As Chad Sylvie gets a round of applause as he trots off the turf.
Looks to give a few wise words to Alejo, and Alejo goes. Now, Chad Sylvie's a little taller, more muscular guy than Alejo, but I'm sure Alejo will still perform good works. As a good hit comes out. Oh wow, that looks like it's roughing. Can they get him out?
Oh, great. Good recovery by the Knights defense right there, helping Alejo out as he was uber aggressive after that ball, just couldn't come up with it.
Looks like they sent it down the line, getting it out of Alejo's position so he gets some time to recover himself in the varsity game. Now it looks like Bryce is coming up on the near side. Looks to for a left hit maybe? Oh, a left hit indeed, but the keeper saves it with barely even a flinch back. Right into his hands. Owen Beckett might get a steal here. Looks like it's not, but it looked like a dangerous kick by number 21, but it was actually not. Looked right up to Owen's chin.
Bryce Hitz got shot. I'm sure he would have liked to see that one go. Come off his foot a little wider than it had. A little more to the left. But a solid tip nonetheless.
Cody Winch still stays in the back with Max Reed and Case Gallagher. Hopefully some of them get up. Owen Beckett couldn't put his foot on it. Missed a settle. Sikeston now has the ball on the far side, on the right. Alejo's on his toes, ready to throw the ball for a shot. The defense is doing quite a great job protecting him. Owen Beckett dribbles to the side. Looks for a pass to Tristan Stotler. Ooh. Quick around the ball.
There.
On the legs. Looks to Owen. What a beautiful pass. Tristan almost got the goal. Owen almost had the first assist of his season, I believe. Sikeston actually nutmegs Trenton Berghaus, but couldn't keep it. Max Reed gets the ball back. Passes it to Galen Robertson. Back up to Owen Beckett. Looking for maybe another cross, but a defender's on the way. Bryce Santagra couldn't put his foot quite on it. Sikeston boots it out to the 43. Cody Winch is got it. Dribbling to Tristan Stotler. Nope. The pass out.
Cody Winch, another physical presence. Very solid body. He's in a muscle off smaller players
Got 10 minutes left in this half. Hopefully nothing will stop this clock.
Going back to Cody Lynch, playing that back center defender. Also with Bryce Sanford playing more of a wing in front, I think that gives Farmington a chance to develop some versatility. As like we said before, depth is an area of concern always for the team. But if you have players who can play multiple positions, then you can fill players in as needed seamlessly.
So you can go quite literally any spot on the field with people that play multiple. Bryce Sandegra's got it in the middle. Looks out to the side to Tristan Stoutler for a pass in. Can Owen Beckett get a goal? No, he couldn't. But didn't reach.
Tristan certainly looked for him, but Sikeston defender just reached his foot out for that.
That would have been a beautiful thing to see from Owen Beckett. That'd be his first career goal as a varsity player. Actually scored a PK at the game against North County. Making that first JV goal. Hopefully he gets a snag of this one. That looked like quite a illegal throw. Apparently the refs called it. It's fine. Sikeston still got the ball. Looks to settle, but Max Reed's got it. They look back to Alejo, who's around the PK marker. Looks out to Chase Gallagher. Looks to turn and dribble up. He's got quite a foot. But Chase, he played forward. Back to what I said earlier.
Nice ball.
Bryce Sandegra's got it. He looks for a shot. That looks like he's got it. That is 9-1 for Farmington Knights.
That's simply looking too easy out here for Bryce Sanford. Just shredding defense.
Farmington's
dive on the night for Bryce Sanford.
maybe he can grab a second hat trick. That'd be quite a sight. Sexton looks quite careless here. Not sure what's to come.
Simply have to play for pride at this moment.
Keep the game going. Sexton's score looked for a run but couldn't quite find it. Tristan Starlin passes to Bryce Sandegra in the middle.
And look at that wide open.
Starler's got a left foot maybe. What a shot! That will be 10-1.
Tristan Stoutler reaches double digits for this interval of season. Nicer focus on ending this now, but something we've seen all night from Sikeston is just simply so many holes in that defensive third for them. Knights have really picked apart. We have double subs coming in for the Knights.
If only Sikeston didn't score that one goal, we would be out of here. With 7 minutes and 48 seconds left. Bryce Sandegra and Tristan Stoller are actually subbed out for Charles Beckett and Brandon Cooper. Now, Brandon Cooper and Charles Beckett both play on the JV team. I got the privilege of that as well. Looks like the 3 JV players are going to attack. Show what they can do. Maybe a showcase. But Sikeston is not holding back. On their backs and all.
Gallagher Roberts going to try to end it right here.
Oh, wow. Just over.
Instead of a goal, he gets 3 points in the football world.
The goalie won't be hitting the goal kick. It'll be actually a defender. It's actually quite common to see. A little easier to pull off keeping the goalie in the goal just in case anything happens. Hopefully nothing would happen to any goalie. Max Reed with the interception, so it doesn't get in the back. That will be a foul on on Sikeston to Max Reed. Sikeston's not happy about this 10-1 game. If Farmington really tried, they would maybe get 11 or maybe even more. I don't think they'd want that though.
The other disappointing thing for Sikeston is this is going to be a long 2-hour bus ride home.
Hopefully the coach doesn't punish him too much. Trent Berghaus going up the side. Maybe Trent can get this last goal. Looks like Sikeston's really pushing on his back. Looked almost pushing him on the track. Farmington track and field season starts the 1st of March. I am excited for that. Do you participate in any track events, Tyson?
I do not. I've been pushed to do some, but spring has been strictly reserved for AU basketball my years. But
well, at least you're not just wrestling, not just sitting at home. At least be doing something.
Senior year, going to play football off somewhere. Might give it a try. We'll see how I feel come March 1st.
It's actually quite a fun time. Actually, our first meet last season was actually completely rainy, and we still played on our events. It was quite crazy. Very misty, very rainy, all of it. That'll be a Sikeston throw-in. Oh, no, a Farmington Knights throw-in. Sikeston looked for a quick throw.
Speaking of rain, quite honest, this has been one of the wettest years I can remember in terms of rainfall. Just even over the summer, we had seemed almost every day just one random shower cloud come around, cool things off for a little bit before it made it humid again. Farmington really pressing the issue, trying to end this game right here. Be patient with it though.
Alan Roberts with a toe poke from Max Reed. Looks for his hat-trick goal.
Actually, he's definitely getting there on the attacking third. This game in his fashion. See if he stays up.
I believe if Farmington scores one more goal, it's an early game over, correct?
Correct. If it is a 10-goal lead.
No real coming back from that. Ethan Miller looks to put pressure on the small Sikeston midfielder. Sikeston forward actually hits it out. That'll be a Farmington throw-in.
In addition to this weekend, another big event going on at Hale Memorial Stadium. Friday night, your Farmington Knights football team. This is their senior night, but boy, do they have a formidable opponent coming into town in the Lutheran North Crusaders. A team with, Garrett, I believe, 17 kids with Division I football offers.
That is a crazy thing.
With the highest rated recruit, I believe, right tackle Jack Buford, committed to Mizzou.
Where is this school?
North County, St. Louis. Northern part of St. Louis in the Florissant area.
Very talented team.
Touted as scholarship high. The motto: you can go anywhere from here. But I must admit, their coach is amazing. Teacher of the game, teacher of life. Yeah, if you have a chance to follow his Twitter account, a chance you would get inspired.
DJ Smigala's got it. Looks to dribble. Oh no, that'll be out of bounds. Okay. Farmington's ball actually. Little iffy call.
That football game, by the way, as always, starts at 11 o'clock.
Friday Night Lights.
I believe the student section theme would be neon, so some brightness coming out section.
Quite an interesting sight to see.
See if
especially for those sore without school spirit.
Oof. Tell you what, that was a rough sight. Friday night at homecoming.
Why is that?
Seeing the majority of the section. Put it softly. Not as rowdy as years past. Certainly.
I was in the stands. I actually saw some of them sitting, which kind of disappointed me. Of course, you have to get loud for your homecoming.
Certainly.
Max Reed takes a shot, but a little bit over in the right.
but we certainly do appreciate the ones who did stand up and cheer for the team.
I noticed a lot of incoming freshmen, not incoming freshmen, freshmen in general. They actually take over the stands in the middle. Glad to see a few new faces in there, though. Hopefully, soccer's senior night populated. Per usual, though. We got 8 seniors. Can Brandon Cooper get a goal? No, he couldn't. Sikeston defense just had too much on it.
What a talented group of seniors fighting to do sport.
Our seniors this year are Cody Winch, Max Reed, Brandon Cooper, Parker Showman, Bryce Santagra, Chad Sylvie, and I believe Martin Guerrero.
Will Christianberg and Tristan Fowler also have this.
Very true. Sad to see him go. Farmington won't be the same.
They impacted this Farmington soccer team in the history greatly. A Farmington soccer program still young, but obviously success is imminent.
That'll be a 10-1 game for the Farmington Knights at the final. Adi Rike and Rusty Santagra look happy as ever. Glad to see a Farmington win. My name is Garrett Sheets.
Tyson Gray.
And we'll be signing out for the night.